freedom. I was born right there at the end.
Andre Lemoyne Miller has distant memories.
You know, the house in turmoil. People are mad. Older cousins are wanting to fight, and I'm not knowing why.
Emotions over them resurfacing more than 50 years later. So intense, he runs out of his downtown art gallery.
It was my day off. I was walking my dogs here in downtown Memphis when I came across Andre Miller. He explained to me he had just opened an art gallery. He says he was sitting in this very window when he got emotional working on a piece, listening to a song.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. That song right there.
Yes.
And there's a refrain in it that says, before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave. And that kind of got me. So
the painting is of Claiborne Temple.
The day it burned down, the night it burned down, my wife and I had heard about it at home, and we went down to the site, and I didn't want to believe it, and I was overcome with grief at the sight of it.
A meeting place for those in the civil rights movement in just one day dissipates. Among those for which it had served as a safe haven was his grandfather.
He was a staunch supporter of Dr. King, and whenever he came to town, he was there.
Miller takes me back inside his gallery. He puts more touches on a piece of work from which he says a portion of the proceeds he will donate to whatever's next for the historic church. And as he's yet again working, it happens again.
Get you emotional.
Yeah.
The 58-year-old is aware fire investigators have deemed whatever happened here arson, even showing the person they believe to be responsible. But perhaps it's the landmark, memories of his grandfather, the day and time. This day, Miller is experiencing something we all have at some point.
I mean, you know, it feels like you're just living behind enemy lines, you know, and it just gets it just gets old, man. You know,
a rush of unexplained, unreconciled, and maybe even in this case, unrelated raw emotions.
The sentiment of the song echoes my sensibilities perfectly, and you know, I just thought I was going to leave my children something better. And we're still fighting that fight. You know?
In downtown Memphis, on South Main, Daniel Wilkerson, Fox 13 News. At Jesus Cares thrift store in Selmer, Tennessee, you can find a deal.
Everything's cheap down here, too.
That probably helps your budget, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A helping hand.
And then we'll take that and lay that just like that.
There's even a retired singing pastor.
Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious all in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world.
Oh, man, I love that.
But what you will not find
So in the country, is that what they call it, foo-foo?
That's what I call it.
is people who give up easily.
It's a community thing. Everybody, we're like a family here.
Okay.
The 1st of April, an EF3 tornado came through their McNairy County town of just under 5,000. The 43-mile storm track with wind speeds up to 160 miles an hour killed 5 people. The county's emergency management agency says it caused more than $30 million in damage.
Our whole building down, the whole thing was gone.
Also gone were the houses the thrift store has started to build for the homeless.
The 1st of April here in McNairy County, people tell me, was a challenge. But they say there's something about those tough times. People in these small towns, it really shows their strong faith.
But I take out the bigger and the heavy stuff. This has got a lot of copper in it. And so I'm going to take that out. And then we'll send that over and hopefully get just a little bit for it.
Little by little, everyone chipped in whatever they could to make it happen. And Tuesday, Jesus Loves Thrift Store reopened. An act of love for so many who count on it.
God sends us into the world to people, help them. No matter what we can do, no matter who we are, no matter what we've been, Doesn't matter. He's not impressed by your education, where you're going, or lack of, or.
They're about to break ground on a new building in the very spot where their old one sat. Volunteers say once again, this is tangible proof. It doesn't matter how much you don't have.
Please complete your shopping and bring your purchase to the front. Thank you and have a blessed day. And we appreciate you coming in and hope to see you again.
You just have to have faith. In McNairy County.
All right. Come back tomorrow. I'm glad to have you.
Daniel Wilkerson, Fox 13 News.
Many defended Memphis, and others speculate the team wants to move. Let's go to Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson. You got a real earful today.
Daniel, you're joining us tonight outside of the FedEx Forum. You actually had a chance to sit down with a group of guys, and this was an interview where you didn't even have to ask a single question because they had a lot to say.
I tell you, I think it was a first for me, Daryl and Darcy. Good evening to you at home. I think it was one of those situations similar to when you hear parents say, I can talk about my child, but you better not.
I know when Eddie Jones first came to the Grizzlies, I used to drop him off at practice.
The barbershop has long been known for trash talk. But at Pullman's Barbershop in South Memphis, under the shade tree next to the barbershop is where big issues are debated. So Tuesday, when Pullman's Barbershop owner Carlos Miles and his buddies heard a comment made by ESPN's Stephen A. Smith.
The people in Memphis is a great sports town, great fans, great people. Yeah. But there's an element there where cats like Jimmy Butler and others don't feel it's the safest environment. I'm talking to the local authorities in Memphis.
You better believe, as we say in the news business, this was the top story under the shade tree.
So when you try to shadow Memphis like it's a bad city, like I said, crime is everywhere, you hear me? You just got to watch the places you go and watch the people you hang out with. You hear me?
They say just think about this.
We never had no incident where an NBA player come from another city and something happened to him.
And then they say there's this.
Why would he even say Jimmy Butler don't want to come here?
Well, that was
Jimmy Butler, the way he played in the NBA, he shouldn't be scared to go anywhere.
One thing about
the comment comes at a time when Memphis city leaders say crime is down. Fox 13 News reached out to Memphis Mayor Paul Young's office for a comment, but they did not get back with us right away.
But I guess when they come here, they want to eat some of that good barbecue and that good food and them hot wings we got. So they ain't gonna complain about that. But
the guys here at Pullman's Barbershop say Stephen A. Smith is welcome to a conversation under the shade tree here anytime.
Stephen A. need to get his mind right.
Cowboy hater. I'm a Cowboy lover. He a Cowboy hater. Now he a Memphis hater.
But they say he better be ready when he shows up, because in Memphis, one thing we will do is we will check you.
He look just like Kermit the Frog. He look like dude played on Pay the Fool too. They ain't on lean to the glass. With that half done fro.
Yeah, I tell you, they will check you here in Memphis. Just ask Jeremy Pierre, the one who has that hat that looks like a preacher, back out here live. We should mention, we reached out to CJ Davis' office for a comment. They have not yet gotten back with us. DG, I tell you, when they went to talking about the fro, DG, I thought I was next. You know, they talk about my hair.
I'm sorry, I'm still hung up on the Kermit the Frog comment. And that guy wouldn't last 3 minutes under that shade tree. There's no way. Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson live tonight. No, he don't want that. That's Grizzly star Ja Morant, who fired back at Smith on X today, writing.